We can send emails directly through PHP. PHP provides a very handy internal function mail to generate and send emails through our PHP script. Let's try to understand how we can use this internal function. Just write mail reserved word to call this internal function. This function takes at least 3 arguments, although you can provide 4th argument as well, but without providing at least first 3 arguments, this mail function will not work. So first argument is the email address to whom you want to send email. Let's just put a variable $2 here for instance. We'll just create this variable and assign this an email value to whom we want to send an email. Second argument is the subject of the email. Just put a variable here to $subject. This subject will appear in the email subject line. Third argument is the message, and just put $message here too. This is going to hold the content of the email you send. You can provide another argument, and that's headers. Let's just put $headers here. We'll talk about this in a moment. Now let's create these variables and assign values to these. First one is $2. We need to supply the string value, and that must be an email address. So let's just put here a dummy email address, mike@abcdefg.com. $message is also going to be a string. Let's put single quotes around, and between these let's just put a message and put a semicolon at the end of the line. Now $subject variable, we missed that. Let's create one here, and this is going to be a string as well, and just write a dummy subject here. You can use br tag for line breaks, but this mostly don't work, so you need to use a backslash with n instead, and this will put a line break within the message text. If you're writing the message within single quotes, then you must concatenate this with your message and place this new line within double quotes, so PHP might parse it correctly. Now few things about headers. Headers are actually information carriers about language used for the email and coding, which is useful for SMTPs and rendering of the email. This is an optional argument. You need and should use this argument when you plan to send lots of emails through PHP script containing formatted messages. Email containing HTML characters will not be rendered unless you define correct headers. Like if you have created your email like a web page and have used HTML within your email message, so you need to define the content type and version, etc. Also, you declare addresses like from, CC and BCC with their concerned names as well. Also, when you configure mail server with your script, you are in need to set these headers. For now, just keep in mind this internal function, that is mail, and supply only first 3 compulsory arguments, and that's it. This is all for mail internal function. This script is now ready to send the email to the address we specified here. For more details on mail function, I recommend you to visit php.net.